Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to come right out of the blocks shooting when you are in a match but you don't have time to warm up. I hear guys say it all the time. Oh, I didn't get any warm-up time, or I need to warm up first, or I can't do this or can't do that until after I warm up. You do not have that luxury. In fact, in a lot of league nights, you are sitting around for 2 hours, maybe 3 hours before you even get to play. You need to come out of the blocks immediately, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Tip number one, very simple. Be prepared. That means you have put in your practice time. You are ready to play when you get there. You're not worrying about your draw shot, your follow shot. Am I able to do this? I missed this in practice. I did this. Get ready before you get there so you don't have to overthink things when it is in the heat of battle. Number two, let your eyes adjust to the table. This is one of the most misused tools that you have here. Get your eyes on the table, not around the table. If you're going to be playing in the next 10 minutes, you don't have time to warm up. Your eyes aren't going to get adjusted to the ambient light falling on the table. The light that is falling here is different than the light that is falling out there. If you let your eyes adjust to the gallery, then you're not going to have them adjusted for the table. Talking about looking at the table, do not watch weak players play. Even if you're a weak player, don't watch your APA 2s and 3s and even low 4s while they are playing. This imprints on you and you will pick up and follow through with their bad habits. Do they hit the ball too hard? Probably yes. Do they have a bad stance, a bad stroke, bad speed? All of these things will imprint on you. You will carry it into the game. I knew a guy once that played APA. He was a very strong 7, and on the practice table he played like a maniac. He hit the ball hard and fast and just all over the place. If you didn't know who he was and what he could do, you would think he was crazy. But what he did basically was screw up the game of everyone around him. His teammates knew what was up, but everybody else is playing at his pace. And then when he gets on the good table and it's time to play in his match, he all of a sudden turns into shame. The same thing happens in reverse. If you're going to watch a match, watch good players play. I used to play straight pool with the owner of a pool hall, and I came in one day and all of a sudden he is running balls like he never did before. I said, what's up with you? What were you doing right before I got here? He said, oh, I was watching matches with Efren. So, vicarious exhaustion works where you're watching bad players and that comes on you, but it also works in reverse where you watch good players. Next, have your equipment ready. You do not want to jump into the heat of battle and I've got to put my cues together, I've got to find the bridge. Oh, where is my extension? My extension's in the bag, so now you need to shoot a shot where you need your extension. You might even get too lazy, not put the extension on there because it's in the bag. Get all your equipment together so that you are ready to play and you can get out of the blocks quicker and you're not wasting time and energy doing things that involve things other than what's going on at the table. Next, just like you should not watch other players playing badly, you should visualize yourself playing well. If you're sitting on the stool and you're not going to be playing, you can visualize yourself at the table shooting above your head, or at least shooting as close to perfect as you've ever shot. Just see yourself there at the table playing well. These visualization skills work in the long run, in the short run, you name it. If you're not watching the match that's on the table, see yourself at the table playing well. It's tactical breathing. You're a little nervous, you're extra nervous because you did not get to warm up. How do you calm yourself? Well, we talked before about tactical breathing. What exactly is this? You are going to inhale slowly to the count of 4. As you're inhaling, think in your head, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you let it out slowly to the count of 4. Do it at your pace, but don't do it too fast. Don't do it too slow. We are not counting off seconds. It's just a count. We mentioned it before. Special forces, actually all military, have used this in stress situations. It is taught to police officers, it's taught to doctors, it's taught all over the place. And if you don't know how to use tactical breathing to calm yourself, now you know. Put it into action. Next, avoid negative people. In my video talking about your pre-match routine, one of the things I mentioned is avoid negativity. If you're going to have to play, do not have a conversation with that guy or girl that just brings negativity to everything they touch. Stay away from them. You can go as far as me. I get them out of my life. They're not allowed on the team. They're not allowed in my face. They're not allowed to have a conversation with me. They're not allowed to work for me. They are done. Get the negative people away from you, especially when you need to compete. You do not need them. Next, I mentioned your pre-game, pre-match routine. If you don't know what this is or how you develop one, watch my video on your pre-match routine. It's very simple stuff. What are you going to do before playing a match, before you even arrive, the day before you arrive? What is your pre-game routine? Every professional athlete has one. You need to have one too. Check out that video if you're not sure what I'm talking about. Go in with a plan. What is your plan? Don't just go to the table, lag the balls, and just go willy-nilly. Have a plan of execution during that match. Talk about sports again. What team goes in without knowing how they're going to play that day? If you know your opponent, make your plan around that opponent. He can't make long shots. I'm going to leave him long shots if I have to play defense. He can't run racks. I'll leave the table wide open. He runs racks all the time. I'm going to build a slow defensive game against him. He can't use the jump cue. He can't kick. I'm going to hide him, get ball in hand, and run out. Go in with a plan. Your plan doesn't always stick. It doesn't always work, especially if you don't know your opponent, but go in with a plan. Now, hey, my defensive play has been struggling during practice all week. Well, maybe I'm going to be more conservative in the way I play that D. Instead of trying to get behind a ball, maybe I just leave some longer shots. Whatever you need to do to accent your game. Get your weaknesses out of play and get your strengths into play. No matter how you do it, go in with a plan. Is it going to be an aggressive game? Is it going to be a slow game? Should I play high innings against this person? Should I play high innings simply because I'm not playing well all of a sudden? Maybe you have an injury. Maybe you're just having a bad week. But go in with a plan. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and hit me in the comments. And once again, let me know if there's a few things that you thought of that I didn't talk about that will allow you to get out of the blocks quickly and get a good start even when you haven't had a chance to warm up. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.